Hello everyone, it's Kimmy. So I'm going to be trying out a few new things with this channel because I have been making videos in Japanese every week since I arrived in Japan, but it's been feeling a bit frustrating for me because there's so much I want to say, and I'm not very good at Japanese yet, so I can't really express everything in Japanese. And there's also another part of me that is so much more complicated than just someone who's learning Japanese. I have a few things that I'm really passionate about that I'd love to create a sort of platform for me to talk about and focus on, and I think that a lot of other people out there probably can relate to these things being very important in their lives as well, and I'd love to connect with those people. So yeah, let's get right into it. I thought that I'd start with a bit of an introduction about myself because now that I'm speaking in English, I can kind of express that a little bit better. My name's Kimmy West. I am from the USA, but I was studying in Australia for 3 years before I came here to Tokyo, Japan to study at Meiji University for a semester. And I left Australia in December, and then I went to New Zealand with my boyfriend Connor, and we spent Christmas there and did some crazy traveling, did a 5-day hike in the wilderness. It was pretty awesome and also scary. And now I'm here in Japan and Connor's in France, and I'm planning on spending the rest of 2018 here in Japan, as well as traveling to a few other places as well. And then we're going to be traveling, Connor and I will be traveling a bit more after that, and then we'll be going to the USA to visit my family. So yeah, lots of traveling in my future. I'm 26 almost in June. I'm 25 right now, but I'll be 26 in June. And yeah, that's some stuff about me. If you want to know anything else about me, please comment below and let me know what you'd like to know. And there's a few things that are really important to me that I wanted to make a central focus of this channel, because Japanese is only one part of what I'm doing at the moment. I'm very passionate about journaling, so I wanted to show you some of my journals. This is my main journal. This is the one that I've been doing my entries in since I got to Japan. I finished a journal before I got to Japan, and then I started this one. And this one is where I write. I was writing in here pretty much every day for a while, and I was doing kind of collage type things where I'd stick in what I've like little pamphlets and like receipts and things from where I've been going, and doing kind of some writing about that. Here's one of my favorite ones I've done recently about going to the Ashikaga flower park, and yeah, I could do a more in-depth look through of this if you'd like, if you guys would like to see it. And then I also have this journal, which is my morning pages planner book, which I recently created with a bit of inspiration from a few YouTubers that I watch, Jinty Fell and Raw Alignment, and also Hell Elrod and a couple other people talk about the importance of having a morning routine where you write about what's on your mind. And then I sort of combined that idea with a planner because I didn't really want to buy a planner because I don't really do so well with kind of planners that have set dates, because the last time I bought one I literally abandoned it because I didn't like keep up with it. And I like my notebooks to be blank so I can do whatever I want in them. Yeah, all my notebooks are blank. But I know that for some people journaling can be a bit more difficult, like it's hard to figure out what to do, what to say, how to use the methods of journaling to help you out. So I was thinking that could be something that I would love to do on this channel, is talk about journaling, maybe make journals, because I found out I really love making journals. I kind of stuck this together with kind of random papers, but that's obviously really kind of haphazard. And I thought it would be cool to make a journal that was like my perfect journal that would help other people journal how I journal, because I find it so fulfilling. And yeah, So journaling is really important to me. And then the second thing that's really important to me is mental health, because I have quite a lot of experience dealing with mental health and my own cycles, because I've mainly had issues with depression in the past. But the good news is that in my experiences of dealing with depression in my life, I've worked out quite a lot of good methods and frameworks to keep myself healthy, and I don't have to take any medication or anything anymore or anything like that, because I've really figured out what works for me. And that's not to say that medication is bad for anyone if it's what you need, but for me it didn't work for me, and I found other ways to deal with my mental health and keep myself feeling motivated and excited about life, and journaling is one big part of that, but also my physical exercise, as well as my kind of minimalist attitude to life, kind of keeping what's important to me and not kind of be feeling weighed down by things that aren't serving me. So that's the third thing that's really important to me, is minimalism. I used to run a website called Page Premiere. I lived in Los Angeles, and I basically was an entertainment reporter, and I made money using ads, and I was a teenager at the time, so when I started making money online, I started to be like, wow, I have my own money, this is crazy. And then I started spending all my money on clothes because I was a teenage girl, and my mom, much like me today actually, is really into being frugal and buying thrift store items. So when I had my own ability to get my own clothes and buy new clothes, I went crazy and was really into buying a lot of new things. And after a while I realized that doing this wasn't serving me, and yeah, like I've realized that in my life minimalism has given me such a different approach to life. Like, I don't feel the need to constantly be acquiring new things, but it also has given me the kind of attitude to like frame my life in a really good way. Like, I am a minimalist in other areas, like my time and my money and my kind of mental energy. You know, there's like, once you start to use the framework of minimalism for your belongings, you can also apply it to many other areas of your life. And yeah, so and in the context of mental health, all these things really tie in for me, like being a minimalist and keeping a journal, keeping multiple journals, and also focusing on my health in terms of my like physical health and my mental health, like what I'm eating, keeping a regular exercise routine. They all kind of feel very kind of cohesive, like they're all kind of this one thing that keeps me healthy and happy. And that's not to say that I always feel happy, always feel healthy, but that's just kind of what I'm feeling at the moment. Like, I'm feeling like these things are really helping me out. And I'd love to create that on my channel, whatever that cohesive thing is. And that's what this channel is, Jolvie, youtube.com/Jolvie. Jolvie is a word I made up when I first came up with this kind of idea, and then it kind of trailed off for me because I didn't know what to do. But Jolvie is the combination of the words jolie and la vie, which is pretty and life, and it's all about kind of the essence of the word Jolvie is finding the perfect life for you, like what does a good life for you look like, and chasing after it with intention. And knowing that it's possible for you to have the life you want if you kind of organize your thoughts in a journal, and or in any method that works for you. And it's all about knowing that you have the ability to create the life that makes you happy. And I'd love to share what my sort of framework for that is on my channel, because it's something that makes me very happy and I'm very passionate about it. So yeah, please let me know what you think, and I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Okay, bye.